don't have TV, nor do we watch TV in the MacAulay household, but recently I caught a short clip on theblaze.com of a former child star, Candace Cameron-Bure, on a show called The View, where they were discussing the story about a high school football coach who recently defied a lawsuit threat demanding he stop praying on the field after games. Now, this persecuted assistant coach's name is Joe Kennedy, and he is claiming the post-game prayer session is not mandatory and is therefore protected free speech under the First Amendment, where Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or the free exercise thereof.
The separation of church and state does not mean that we cannot pray publicly. It actually guarantees our free exercise of religion, so that if it is voluntary, we are allowed to pray wherever we would like to.
But that's not fair to somebody who doesn't pray. I shouldn't have to pray.
So you don't have
voluntary.
To. You can always walk out of the room if
you get in trouble into prayer than to fight prayer. You would see a whole difference in this country to see that power of prayer.
But let me say
Did you hear that? Miss Raven Simone is offended because this strange delusion of religious prohibition has been allowed to dictate the moral compass of Christianity in America. Bure went on to praise the football coach for taking a stand for prayer and said schools need to hire more men like this.
They need to hire more men like this who are willing to pray for our students, for our athletes, for protection, for safety.
All right, guys, you can tell that
The audience, including myself, erupted into spontaneous applause. I can just see Founding Father, signer of the Declaration of Independence, abolitionist, first American Surgeon General, and founder of Dickinson College, Dr. Benjamin Rush, bursting into this conversation.
I lament that we waste so much time and money in punishing crimes and take so little pains to prevent them. We neglect the only means of establishing and perpetuating our republican forms of government, that is, the universal education of our youth in the principles of Christianity by means of the Bible. For this divine book, above all others, constitutes the soul of republicanism. By withholding the knowledge of the Scriptures from children, we deprive ourselves of the best means of awakening moral sensibility in their minds.
Now, a misguided, non-jihadist professor of the religion of Islam is absolutely thrilled to have a country where his or her rights are protected, because you aren't going to find that in a Muslim jihadist-led country. Atheists, you aren't going to find the right to life, personal liberty, or property in a socialist-controlled government. That is why you're in America. Now, I've met both classes of individuals all over the country in my travels who are so grateful our founders perpetuated Christianity as their religion and the religion of the American and its citizens. If we truly want to see the power of healing, peace, and restoration to our country, we would follow the examples of men like Coach Joe Kennedy. And perhaps we could have more events like that of Woodlawn High School in 1974, whose spiritual awakening captured the heart of nearly every player of the football team, including its coach, Tandy Gerald's. Their dedication to prayer, love, and unity in a school filled with racism and hate led to the largest high school football game ever played in the torn city of Birmingham, Alabama. Founding Father Benjamin Franklin acknowledged,
"Only a virtuous people are capable of freedom. As nations become corrupt and vicious, they have more need of masters."
In closing, I have to ask the question, why do certain splinter groups get so upset over people praying for our children and our nation? This is Jake MacAulay with the Institute on the Constitution, bringing you the American View.